Good morning, and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Show. My name is Vic, and welcome to our daily sports update show. Yeah, it is Friday, the 3rd of April. The time is ticking, man, and the weekend is here. And what a weekend we're gonna have! So first, take a sip. Just some warm lemon juice. There you go. But it's supposed to be healthy. There you go. Now look, we're going to talk football, Women's Champions League, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, rugby, a little bit of darts, NCAA, EuroLeague basketball. The format's changed a little bit this morning. We've been having problems with our overlays. The last 24 hours can't get any logos and stuff going. So, got to work around some things. There you go. So, don't forget, email on top if you want to get hold of us. And most importantly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. We're on our way to 149,000. Moving nicely. There you go. Let's get... Wow. It's like I got a whistle in my bloody throat. Yeah, and my eyes are hurting. Yeah, hopefully I'm not getting sick here. But let's go straight into those Women's Champions League. And Barcelona thrashed their league rivals there. Madrid in the Women's El Clasico 6-0, winning 12-2 on aggregate. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Barcelona, the real deal, huh? And Olympique Lyonnais is beating Wolfsburg 4-0. So if I got it right, it's Arsenal, Lyon, Madrid, and... I'm missing somebody. The team that beat Manchester United and Bayern. There you go. And Bayern are into the Final Four. So we have our women's semi-finals of the Champions League is up and running. Then a EuroLeague last night. These are the results. Like I said, workaround today. Zalgiris Kaunas beating Barcelona. So not all good in Barcelona. There you go. 83-71. Hapoel Tel Aviv took care of Panathinaikos 92-88. Dubai Basket beat AS Monaco 101-91. Then in the Belgrade Derby done by Vern last night, must have been a fantastic atmosphere there. Red Star lose again to Partizan. That's the second time this season, 82-89. Putting Red Star in not a good position at the moment. We'll check it out when we get to the tables. Paris Basket beat Apori Milano 103-93. And Maccabi Tel Aviv keeping their playoff dreams alive by beating Anadolu Efes 103-98. But before we get into the tables, let's have a look what's coming up tonight. Villeurbanne will take on Olympiacos Piraeus. Virtus Bologna will take on Valencia. And Baskonia Basket will take on Real Madrid in an all-Spanish clash. Just going to make sure I get Bruno's in the house. I see that. I'm going to just quickly go into the chats, not to miss anybody. That would be not be good on this Easter Friday here. Then let's have a look at the tables, because that's where the music is, baby. That is where the music is. So on top, we've got Fenerbahce. They've got 3 games to play still, ahead of Olympiacos and Real Madrid. Because Real lost last night, so we'll see what happens there now, what they can do. I know, Real play tonight. My eyes are killing me this morning. It is really, there you go. Zalgiris with a good win yesterday, putting them over the thing. Panathinaikos just under the line for those automatic 6 places, but they are still in that play-in hunt with Barcelona. Then Red Star Belgrade and Monaco on 19 and 16. If I bring up the second half of the table, 18 and 16 there, 18 and 16 for Maccabi. Got a game less. Maccabi win their game. They could be in the playoffs. Dubai still hunting. I think it's done for Apori Milano. Partizan have come on strong in the last few weeks. They're on a 5-game winning streak, but it's not going to get them to the playoffs. Sadly, they will not make the playoffs. So yeah, that's your EuroLeague basketball. Vern will update you more on that tomorrow morning. Then the NBA was played last night, and as you can see, we've got totally different setup today. The Lakers got annihilated, thrashed, humiliated, and beaten up by the champions Thunder, 139-96. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander there with 28.7 rebounds, 7 assists. As you can see, Luka Doncic, 12 points. That's not a good thing there. That is not a good thing. Then the Trailblazers beating the Pelicans, 118-106. Kamara there with 23 points for the Trailblazers, 4 rebounds and 1 assist. The Warriors couldn't get past the Cavs. Cavaliers winning 118-111. Donovan Mitchell with 25.6 rebounds and 3 assists. Then we have some more basketball. There you go. At the moment, the Spurs are beating the Clippers. That is in the last dying stages of the fourth quarter there. Should be a win for the Spurs. DeAndre Fox, the main man there at the moment, at 22 points. Kawhi Leonard does have 24 for the Clippers and counting. The Pistons beat the Timberwolves 113-108. And the Hornets beat the Suns 127-107. Good stuff there. Then let's have a look at the East quickly, because a lot of things have, changed. We do know who is out of the playoffs, guaranteed, and we know who's in the playoffs, guaranteed. So the top 10 are all guaranteed in the playoffs. The question is, where do they rank at the end of the season? Look, Detroit will take the number 1 spot. That is, what do you got there? I don't think they would have to lose every game, and the Celtics would have to win every game. So Detroit will have the number 1 seed in the East. Boston, New York, Cleveland, all guaranteed to be in the top half of the playoffs. And then Atlanta, Philadelphia, Toronto, Charlotte, Orlando, and Miami are fighting off who's in the play-ins, who's in the playoffs. We'll see what happens there. In the West, tight race there between Oklahoma and San Antonio for the win. San Antonio is going to win tonight, so they'll be within 2 games again. LA is in, Nuggets, Houston, and then we know that Minnesota all the way down to the Suns. Well, it's only the Minnesota and the Suns that can still jockey for position. So let's see what happens in the West. NHL, lots of NHL last night. Hey, the Lightning beat the Penguins 6-3. Goal scorers are on the side. You can check them out. Kucherov scoring again, a goal and 2 assists. So he's doing himself a world of good in that MVP race. My Panthers beat the Panthers, the reigning champions, beat the Bruins 2-1. The Canadians beat the Rangers 3-2. The Red Wings beat the Flyers 4-2. Got a lot of NHL tonight. The Red Wings, Flyers, I did that one. The Blue Jackets, Hurricanes. Hurricanes winning that one 5-1. Devils beating the Capitals 7-3. And the Stars took care of the Jets 3-0. Then Wild beating the Canucks 5-2. Blackhawks losing to the Oilers 3-1. Sharks knocked off the Maple Leafs 4-1, and the Mammoth took care of the Kraken. The Kraken are cracking up. 2 games still ongoing. At the moment, the Golden Knights are leading the Flames. About 3 minutes to go in that one now. And Kings leading the Predators 4-3. Whole third quarter still to be played there. Let's have a look at the East. Who's the beast in the East? Well, Carolina Hurricanes, first team in the East to guarantee a playoff spot there. They are in the Metropolitan. But let's look at the Atlantic first. Tampa Bay, Buffalo, and Montreal Canadiens look like they're going to make the playoffs. Then Carolina in, as we said, Penguins and the New York Islanders, Boston, Ottawa, Detroit, Columbus Blue Jackets, Flyers, and the Capitals all still vying for a playoff spot. Florida Panthers on a 3-game winning streak, trying to still sneak up there, but it's not going to happen. We will have a new champion in the NHL this year. Then in the West, they've got a few teams. We know which 3 teams are coming out of the Central. It's Avalanche, Stars, and Wild. At the moment in the Pacific, the Ducks, the Oilers, and the Knights have the jump on everybody else. But Utah and San Antonio are still in the wild card games. LA, Kings, Nashville, the Jets, the Kraken, and the Blues are still fighting for it. I don't think the Flames can make it. Then some baseball. Got to get the result. Only 4 games in the baseball, and 1 was postponed due to inclement weather. I love that word, inclement weather. Inclement weather, there you go. So the Twins knocked off the Kansas City Royals 5-1. The Braves annihilated 17-2 the Diamondbacks. What the hell was going on there? And the Giants took care of the Mets 7-2. The Blue Jays and the White Sox were postponed to inclement weather. Let's have a look at the American League quickly. Yeah, you got the Yankees, top dogs there with 5-1. Best record in baseball at the moment. Boston, the Red Sox need to do something, man. The Red Sox need to. And in the East, there you go. That's the National League. The Marlins also with a good record there. The Brewers as well, all still to play for. Another 180 games still to come, or 170 games to come. Don't you worry. Then don't forget, big college basketball this weekend. We have the Final Four of the men and of the ladies. On the men's side, Sunday, we have Illinois against UConn and Michigan against Arizona. It could be a beautiful weekend for Yukon. It could be the greatest weekend ever, because as you can see, the ladies of Yukon are also in the Final Four. They will take on the South Carolina Gamecocks. Can the Huskies get both their teams, men and women, into the final of the college basketball? We will see. The Longhorns will take on the Bruins in the other game for the ladies. So yeah, all 4 number 1 seeds in there. Want to know more about American sport? Join me later this morning for Across the Pond. I didn't do it last night, just too long, the darts. Across the Pond coming up at about 11:45 Central European time this morning. Then we move on, because we did have the darts last night. Yes, and my man, the Iceman, Gervin Price, took the win there in Manchester on the 9th night of the darts. He beat Jean Van Veen in the final 6-2. All the results, your quarterfinals up there: Van Gerven losing to Bunting 6-3, Humphries losing to Gervin Price 6-2, Luke Littler got beat by John Van Veen 6-5, and Johnny Clayton got beaten by Josh Rock. Then Gervin Price dispatched easily off Stephen Bunting 6-2, and John Van Veen took care of Chris Rock. And then, of course, the final, which I mentioned. Let's have a look at the table, because the table has moved around a little bit. You still got Luke Littler out there in front. He's won 3 nights. He's on 21 points. But Gervin Price second with Johnny Clayton. They've both won 2 nights already. Then it's Michael Van Gerven in 4th, but Van Gerven 13 points. Jean Van Veen 12. Luke Humphries 11, and even Stephen Bunting on 9. They're all fighting for that 4th playoff spot. I think the top 3 are done already. But Johnny Clayton has slipped up 2 nights in a row now. Huh? Things go quickly. You win a night, you pick up a lot of points. There you go. For all the cricket lovers out there you go. That was in the IPL last night. Calcutta Knight Riders got thrashed by the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Oh, I see Paul Terry's in the house. The Red Sox need to wake up. There you go. Then what's coming up in cricket in the IPL this weekend? Well, today, Chennai Super Kings will take on Punjab Kings. Then tomorrow, Delhi Capitals will take on the Mumbai Indians. And on Sunday, the Gujarat Titans will take on the Rajasthan Royals. There you go. Table at the moment, not that interesting. There's only two teams that have played 2 games. So I'll just put it out there for you to see. We'll have a look what's coming up there. Next week it starts to get interesting when they start playing a few more games. Then, don't forget, this evening, the Investec Cup starts this evening with the Saints against Custers. These are all your Investec things. I can tell you what we are doing on the channel. Toulon against the Stormers, the Warriors against the Bulls, and Bordeaux against the Tigers on Sunday. Challenge Cup tonight. My Mighty Sharks are going to take on Connacht Rugby live on this channel with me. The Chiefs Munster, another good game there. Ulster Ospreys, some good games there in the Challenge Cup. That is kind of like the UEFA EuroLeague compared to the Champions League. There you go. Super Rugby, well, I've got to mention that because this morning in about 45 minutes, it's got the Crusaders against the Drua. Join me for that one. And of course, the Japanese League is also on this weekend. Mihonda Heat taking on the Sun Goliath. That's a good one. Wild Knights, Cannon Eagles, another game to be watched. And the Black Rams against Kobe Steel. So check those games out. That's all I got for this morning. Short but sweet because rugby is coming up. A little bit cold this morning. Have a wonderful day, guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy. Join me for the rugby in 45 minutes. Gonna be cool. And we'll see each other there. And otherwise, join me for the ATP show across the pond. That is at 11:45 Central European time. Join me and Vern this afternoon at 1700 for the DEFCON rugby show. And then, of course, Connacht against the Sharks this evening. So lots to get into. See you guys later. Have a good one, man. Ciao, ciao.